Now we've all had a door before that just won't latch, regardless of how many times you try, like this one. The only way to close this properly is to give it a good solid slam, which is not ideal. Now today I'm going to show you how simple it is to fix this. A couple of tools from the workshop and you'll be wondering why you hadn't done it earlier. Now this is a standard internal masonite door, and we can tell from the paint on the strike plate and the screws that the door has been here for years. This closing problem is not something new. Now before I remove anything, I need to make sure that the latch bolt is extending fully from inside the latch. If not, the lock probably just needs to be opened, cleaned and replaced. It's not that difficult. If the latch bolt is coming all the way out, the problem is probably on the strike plate area. Now this latch is fine, which tells me that the problem is the latch is not going into the strike plate properly. And to compound this problem, the same way is happening with the lock. So we'll repair both of those at the same time. Start by placing masking tape over the strike plate and around the side of the frame. Now close the door until you feel the door up against the frame and carefully mark the approximate top and bottom position of the latch and the lock. So from our pencil lines, we can see that the latch and the lock go inside the strike plate. So the problem is not at the top or the bottom, but rather, as we look at it, the left-hand side. And if I inspect the latch bolt and the deadbolt, I can see that it started wearing down on one side, which tells me that it's chafing against the strike plate. Now start by removing the strike plate and put that into a vise. Please guys, if you are going to be painting your door frames, take the strike plate and the screws off before you paint. I can then take a narrow metal file and file this end a little, in effect widening the gap. So we've put our strike plate back in, and you can just see here where we've removed the metal. There's a little bit of timber on the inside of the frame that we're going to chisel off just to make sure that the latch bolt and the deadbolt go into the recess completely. Let's see if it closes. Ha, perfect. Now you may be tempted to move the strike plate. The problem there is that the old holes for the screws and the new holes are so close that you'll battle to tighten those screws properly. There's just not enough timber for the screws to grip onto. Now simple, basic maintenance jobs like this around the house don't take time. They're really simple to do, and it just gets those little niggles out of the way. For more videos like this, check out the blog on the website. Get to Builders and get it done.